Greetings and salutations, friends. I'm recording this because the sound didn't work. So now I have to watch my whole episode and give commentary. So it won't be quite the same, but it will be something. Last episode we made it to the Institute, and now I'm trying to find answers about my son Sean. I'll try not to talk over the top of any other talking that is going on. Apparently the sound comes back right at the end, so I don't have to say goodbye to you because the regular recording kicks in at that time. And what the hell's going on there? Bit of clipping. I can't believe this was recorded like months ago, 4 months ago, over 4 months ago. This was around about the 16th of January that I recorded this. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I swear, I've got another 30 odd episodes to go, and they span the whole of January. Months and months of stuff, all in the month of January, which is a good thing in a way, because at the moment I'm having issues with my Fallout game. The curse of the modding, I'm afraid. Too many mods. But we'll see how that goes when we come to playing Prowler again. By the time I'm through with all this vanilla content, I'll get started on the robot animatron content, which I already did start, but I stopped because I've got so much stuff here that I just wanted to wait and clear it. That's why I'm going to be showing Fallout for months on end every week to try and clear it, the backlog. I mean, I'm looking at it now. Episode after like 4 or 5 episodes a night for like the whole of January. It's got so much left to do. So in the game, I'm still trying to find out what's going on. I think I also had the subquest of playing the tape, which I think that's what I'm doing now, and it's getting all the information I need on the Institute for the glory of the Minutemen. Looks like a cryo chamber, doesn't it? I hate it when my sound or my visuals stuff up, because it's a piece of me that dies. I mean, there have been some moments that I've failed to record that are really, really cool. I think someone's talking.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
I think the chitter-chatter is finished, but... who's that in the glass cage? Is that my son, Sean? I couldn't help myself. Had to collect a few items, you know, to junk later.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you
Guess
understand.
that's not my son.
We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
God. All we're missing are the teacups and the white rabbit.
Ah, levity. Excellent. A sure sign that you adapt quickly to stressful environments. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
I can't believe you pulled the Empire Strikes Back shit on me. Instead of I am your father, it's I am your son. Nice. Real nice.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed. Are you following?
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time,
This guy can talk.
protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I can't really comment on what he's saying because I can't hear it while I'm recording
And
this
You've been
narration.
down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. I've gone over the records of the...
Longest reunion ever.
Sean, she loved you so much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes, but what else can I?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's
Almost there,
best
guys.
interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
There you have it. We got through it all. Now we're part of the Institute, helping our son, who's old enough to be a grandfather, or at least our father. Now we're doing shit for him. And this is where it gets interesting. From this point on, we start doing stuff to further the goals and aims of the Institute, and that's going to be rather messy. I can tell you that much right now. The Institute has its enemies, and its enemies must be destroyed. Like I said, we have a lot of material yet to go where the Institute stuff is all part of that. Some great stuff coming up, but I hope you don't mind the lack of audio. I hope this sort of fills in some of the quiet spaces, and I'm about to start talking part of the video again, so over to me.
Okay, so with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it here. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for personally stopping by and making me part of your day. I do appreciate that. If you wouldn't mind, just one little extra favour, and just maybe click that like button. It does my channel the world of good. It's a little gesture that has a big consequence for me and my channel. You can say that, right? Yeah, I practice it. Also, there is the matter of subscription. If you're new to my channel, hi, how are you? Maybe you want to subscribe, watch some more of my material. We have benchmark giveaways. It's the way I run my channel. So the next one is at 100, so we're only 15 subscribers away. 16, 14 if you join up. Non-subscriber you. And yeah, so do that if you feel like it. And last but not least, the comment section below is usable by you for questions, comments, queries, whatever you like. Put it in there and we'll sort it out, okay? That's said and done, guys. I'd like to wish you drowning in my own phlegm. Gross, huh? I'd like to wish each and every one of you a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.
That wraps up another episode of Fallout 4. Y'all come back now real soon and see another episode with me and Doge Me doing what we do best. Dying. See ya.